Another Friday is here. My name is Henry Asandichum and we're bringing you GFA News. GFA News comes your way every Friday across our platforms on Facebook, Ghana Football Association on Twitter, Ghana FA Official on Instagram, Ghana FA Official, and on YouTube, Ghana Football Association. On behalf of the team here at the Communications Department of the GFA, I welcome you to today's edition. Coming up, Black Stars midfielder Mubarak Wakaso says training has been very positive as Ghana prepares to take on South Africa and Sao Tome and Principe in the final round of Afcon qualifiers. We also have an exclusive interview with striker Emmanuel Boateng. On the show today, we bring you the nominees for the Player of the Month for February for both the Men and Women's League. And also we have the Coach of the Month for February nominees for you on the show. GFA President Kurt Edwin Simeon Okraku has presented IT equipment to the 10 regional football associations. Volta and Greater Accra regions were the first to receive their equipment. Also coming up on the show, Professor Minta led the technical directorate of the FA when they met the Premier League managers here at the headquarters. This is GFA News, live across our platforms. We'll be back after this.
Ghana, the Black Star of Africa. Our football is very much alive. We are still a force and we continue to pride ourselves as one of the best football nations in the world. There is so much that is yet to come from us. Let's continue to persevere and be hopeful in this challenging time. When this is all over, let's discover our sport again with pride and passion. Let's fill the stands again and show love for the brand that we so much cherish. Let's come together, fight together, and bring back the love together. Believe in Ghana, feel Ghana, experience Ghana, and make Ghana great. But for now, stay home and stay safe. Follow the protocols and act responsibly. The Ghana Football Association is committed to a healthy nation. A healthy nation is a wealthy nation.
You're welcome back. GFA News is live on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on YouTube. We begin with Women's League, and the first round of the Women's League came to an end last weekend. Some interesting results were recorded, with Berry Ladies tasting their first defeat of the season. They lost by 1-0 to Hazakers Ladies at the Jendu Park in Sekondi. So they have dropped to the second spot in the Southern Zone, with Hazakers Ladies taking the first spot and walking into the break with their shoulders high. In the Northern Zone, Ampem Ladies are still leading. Interestingly, they ended the first round without defeat. Let's look at statistics for the first round of the WPL. In the Northern Zone, 28 matches were played, 72 goals were scored. There were as many as 11 home wins and 11 away wins, and 6 of those matches ended in draws. In the Southern Zone, 28 games were also played with 68 goals scored, 12 away wins, 10 home wins, and 6 of those games ended in draws. In all, 56 matches were played, 140 goals were scored, 23 away wins, 21 home wins, and 12 of those games ended in draws. We anticipate another keenly contested second round, and soon all the 16 teams will be back in action. We still stay with women's football, and the nominees for the Coach and Player of the Month for February have been released. For the Coach of the Month, they are Joe Nana Adakwa and Pemdakwa Ladies. He led his side in winning 2 crucial away games, one at the dreaded Sunyane Coronation Park against Prisons Ladies in the Bono Derby, and also against Fabulous Ladies in Kumasi. The team also won a match at home at Ohenia Mayao Park against Supreme Ladies. With a sterling performance, Ampem Dakwa lead the Zone 1 table with 16.6 points ahead of second place, Kumasi Sports Academy. The second coach, Charles Anoche Frimpong. He is the coach of Kumasi Sports Academy. He guided the team to 2 straight wins in the month of February. First was an away win against Supreme Ladies in a 3-2 thriller, and also at home against Fabulous Ladies, which ended 2-1. Rashid Idi is the third coach, and he is the head coach of Lady Strikers. He supervised his side in winning the Ogwa Derby convincingly against Sea Lions before recording another win at home against Soccer Intellectuals. His side is the only team who managed to share the spoils with zonal league leaders, Perry Ladies, on match day 6. And finally, Hazakes Ladies. Their head coach, Yusuf Bazigi, has also earned nomination. Out of 3 games played in the month of February, Yusuf Bazigi led his side to 2 games, 2 wins actually, and got 1 draw. The first was a 1-0 away victory at the Eduyao Asasan Park against Soccer Intellectuals. The team then traveled to Magdan to beat Police Ladies by 2-1. They, however, shared the spoils at home against Sea Lions. The winner of the Coach of the Month for February will take home a 43-inch NASCO television set. Let's now go to the Player of the Month for February. Rahama Jafar from Northern Ladies is the first player to earn nominations. Jafar has been in top form for Northern Ladies in the month for February, featuring in all 3 games. She scored 2 goals in two matches and also won the NASCO Player of the Match once. Patience Peterson Kundok plays for Ampem Dakwa Ladies. Patience has played well in defense and also in midfield for the league leaders. She featured in all 3 matches, netted 2 goals and also made 1 assist. She also won the NASCO Player of the Match once. Susie Dedete is the third player. Susie has played 4 matches and she made 1 assist in the month of February. She featured in all 3 games for her side and contributed in lifting Lady Strikers to the 3rd spot in the Southern Zone. She scored 4 goals as well. Finally, Janet Ejiri, defender, Hazakes Ladies. Janet has kept clean sheets for Hazakes Ladies in all 3 matches played in February and contributed immensely to her side moving to the top of the table. She has been robust and always played to the desired result, helping the side record some incredible results in the month of February. She won the Player of the Match once, and that was against Police Ladies at the Magdan Latown Park. Winner will also take home a 32-inch NASCO television set. So we will hopefully announce the winner next week. From women's football, let's do with some men news now, and to the Ghana Premier League. We shift our focus to the camp of Legon Cities, and head coach Bashir Rayford has been speaking with GFA News. He's a former coach of Power FC, Heart of Lions, and Kumasi Asante. He's also a Premier League winner, and he has coached in Somalia. He has now taken the team from the relegation zone, and they lie 15th on the league table with 19 points. He took over from Goran Baktatarovic, and he has since lifted the team by transforming them and also getting some impressive results. Don't forget that Legon Cities started the campaign by struggling to win matches under Goran, and they sacked him after 3 games and replaced him with coach Bashir Rayford. The experienced trainer has been speaking with GFA News. He shares his experience with us and also give us an overview of the first round of the Ghana Premier League and his expectations for the second round of the campaign.
I came in after the third week match. I've played all the teams. The standard is not bad, but still there's room for improvement. When it comes to the individual players, I think the talents are abound. We have so many talents, but they need to be worked on. seriously. I came and I had to quickly identify the problem with the team because they had then played, I think, 3 matches. So, because the window was closed, you have to make sure you use those you have. So I worked on them very well, including the physical trainer, that let us make them very fit, and then we push some technical, tactical knowledge into them, and we'll see what will happen. And I think it paid off, because from there we played about 6-7 matches undefeated. And the problem we had at that time was the one who can put the ball into the net. We mean the finisher. And so we recommended for new hands to come and help us. And I think it's only 2 matches that we played when the window was opened. So I think we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So far, I think some of the players have a very high quality players, but I don't think they will even last for a season. They will leave, because that has been the problem for the coaches who normally develop talents. You know, at the time that you are expecting something from you, it's gone. So you have to go down and get someone, of which is nobody's fault. Maybe the fault we should dive into why, and maybe we'll allow them to stay for a bit. But yes, when we come to venues, for me, I traveled. I was in Somalia for 1 year with their senior national team, and then the under-20 team. But you could see that the standard, as I'm talking about, was not up to the standard of Ghana football level. The players here are a bit matured and this and that. So it was a tough lesson, but I managed. When I was there, I was there when they sworn in the new administration, and I heard they said things have changed, especially with the officiating, and I think still we should work on that. I'm not blaming anybody, because that is the area they also choose. And if it is you are professional, people should see you as a professional. This is the work you are doing, and you're worth it. Somebody should see you and say, yeah, this is a referee. And then when we come to the venues and stuff again, as I stated, some of the pitches are terribly not acceptable. And at this time in football, modern football, the pitch counts a lot. If a team will perform well and they get a very good pitch, they will do well. Well, we all know that playing behind closed doors is not favorable. Everybody knows, but we are not in the normal times, because that jeering and booing and then supporting and this, and it counts in football. And so playing behind closed doors is not favorable, but we are not in normal times. If you listen to my statement well, I didn't say we needed Hans Kofi. I said we needed a finisher. And so we are making sure we get some people who can finish for us. That is what I said. So if Hans Kofi has come in, he came in, he has played 2 matches, and he has scored 3 goals. And so it's good, because before he came, we had, I think, scored 5 goals, 3 penalties, but he came, and 2 matches he scored 2 goals, 3 goals. So yes, when it comes to Asamoah Gyan, for me, if Asamoah Gyan is ready today, tomorrow he's going to play. But the readiness will come from him. It's not me. Yes, when I came, he was nursing some knocks. We trained, he got some knocks. Now the physio gave him 2 weeks. He came back, he had another problem, and he went back. But now he has started training with us. If he picks his form, you will see him. I think the match which was very tough was between Legon City and Kalara at the Accra Sports Stadium. Because the team you see there, Kalara, have an all-round team. And they have been together for a long time. And that is a hallmark of a team. If the team have been together for a long time, you know, the understanding is there, the telepathy is there, everything is there. And it is not only one player that you target. You target this player, this one is dangerous, this one, this one. So when we played them, I saw that the game was very tough. With God, all things are possible. But the reality is that we didn't start well. So at the moment where we are lying, it is very difficult to predict that you are going to win the league. Because you have about 12 teams ahead of you. And thinking very fast that you're going to overtake all of them, you must take a little bit caution about, you must be cautious on taking that decision. But all the same, we are going to do our best so that we move from where we are upward. And if God says first, then we'll take it. Second, we take it. So whatever position we had. But our focus now is to get a very strong team so that when they are playing, people will know that this is a Legon City Football Club.
Wow, so that is Legon City's head coach, Bashir Hayford. This is GFA News. Let's shift focus to some other news. And President of the Ghana Football Association, Ket Edwin Simeon Okreku, has presented computers and IT equipment to the 10 regional football associations as part of the FIFA Forward 1.0 program. This is to improve IT and internet connectivity across the 10 regional football associations and also here at the head office in Accra. The proceeds are from the FIFA Forward 1.0 program that was announced last year. It will be recalled that the GFA Executive Council took a decision to allocate $290,000 to improve IT infrastructure and to decentralize player registration across competitions. The presentation was done here at the head office in Accra.
Like the president said, they promised and they've delivered. And this is going to enhance our work at our office. It's an IT, you're in a global village now, so we need such equipment to enhance our work at office. And I think, and we want to assure the FA that it's going to put in a good use.
This means a lot. Truly, we were hoping, as President promised all the RFAs, that he is going to strengthen the IT department of every region. But I never thought that it was going to be something so quick. And today, this is happening. I'm really, really happy. I must use this opportunity and stand on behalf of the people of Volta region, the Volta Regional Football Association, and thank President Kurt and his team so much for this presentation. Well, it's really, really something great to us because we are taking off so early. I'm grateful.
Well, we pray that those equipment will actually give us a facelift as we all expect. We now talk about the Black Satelites. The team arrived last week, Sunday, here in Ghana after lifting the 2021 Total Under-20 Cup of Nations in Mauritania. Don't forget that Ghana have now won the tournament 4 times, equaling Nigeria's record. Head coach of the team, Karim Zito, is calling for respect for Ghanaian coaches. The former Asante Kotoko right back who led Ghana to win the tournament in Mauritania has mentioned that local coaches have a lot to offer, giving the necessary support and motivation. Karim Zito says the players showed desire and hunger, and that is what led Ghana to win the title. The Black Satelites beat Uganda 2-0 in the final to lift a record 4th African title. He reserved praise for Ishahaku Fatau, who was adjudged the overall best player of the tournament, and also the other players like Afriye Bane and Danlad Ibrahim, who also won the goalkeeper of the tournament. He says the players need to be given the necessary encouragement going forward.
Well, the feeling is very, very important and very sweet. You could, if you look at the environment, we are all enjoying the atmosphere, feeling the importance of what we've done at the tournament. So we are all happy that we were able to win the ultimate. It tells you we have a lot in Ghanaian coaches that we should believe in them. Yes, so many talks about it just because this is my mind, just because the president of Ghana Football Association is my boss. He will continue to be my boss. And some thought it was because of that link that he chose me to under 20, forgetting that I was chosen about 10 years ago by George Afriye, and he even told me that they're supposed to give me under 20, but Malik opted for me to assist him in case they give him. So they gave him under 23, and then I became the assistant. And then again, I was given under 17. Still, the current president wasn't in power. Now, when he came, he thought it wise to give me the under 20 back again. So people thought initially that it was because of the link between me and him. But I thank them very much. They make me work hard to let them know that I was given this job based on my ability and capability, not because somebody to the president of Ghana Football Association. I've specialized on youth development, and when you look at, you said it right, because if it came to a time, even the later part of it, today I'm going to play my league, the coaches giving me pressure and so forth. But I use that to my own advantage, that it will make them fit, and then what I have to do is to combine the play and then try to instill in them how I want them to play the game for me in case. So we study about 3 systems of play, just as it will be being determined by the team I'm going to play, you know. So like when I was to meet Gambia for the second time, I brought in something called tracking and getting free, and people were just taking it. But we track them and try to close the space for them to maneuver. And then when we get the ball, we use it to our advantage. And at the end of the day, we're able to win 1-0. So it all depends on the experience of the coach working with the youth. I have to enter into their brain and then let them know that they can do it for themselves. And then the wanting to win is what works the magic, not winning. Wanting to win urges them to play all the time with all their might. Initially, I brought Isaku from under 15 to under 17. He was part of my under 17 that went to Niger and then succumbed to Nigeria by penalties in the finals. And then unfortunately, they chose only one to represent 7. But he was part. He even played the penalty. He spoiled it. So when the 15 came back, and then they were doing the scouting for the 15, I happened to be there. So I thought I would still continue with the 17. So I started writing names. So knowing very well, his age still permit him to play under 17 again. He and Baba Rahman of Still Believe. So they were part of my under 17. So all of a sudden, when it was changed, I couldn't do anything else but to transfer him to Ben. So that's how he went to Ben before. Immediately they finished, then I brought him back to because I trust his judgment. He's a boy who's very fast. Even today, I will tell you, if I'm to be Black Star coach, I will invite him. Those who are still under 20 will still continue to be the under 20, and those who feel they are above it can be taken to under 23 or the Black Star. And that is the best thing about it, because when you come to talents in Africa, I think Ghana will stand tall. But the structure, the way we put down the structure and the continuation of the progression is not there. It's like anytime you go, you coach there, you. All what Ghanaians need is win. So the moment you go and you don't win, they discard the team. I think these boys were very lucky that I'm the same person who's on the under 20. So when you look into the current under 20, I have about 8 who were with me in Niger. So you see, the transition is working now. The first thing is I thank them all who help in prayers and the little advice on my phones. My colleagues, coaches did very, very well, calling me all the time, giving me, after watching the game themselves, everybody gave me his peace of mind, those what he sees right, what he sees wrong, and what he feels if I add it to what I already know will help us. And then again, the media who criticize my appointment too, I thank them because they make me work so hard to prove them wrong. And this is exactly what I did for them to know that, as I said from the beginning, this job was not given to me because I'm this or that of the president. It was given me based on my ability and capability because he knows what I can do. Now, if you go back to Ghana in general, the team that has plenty players in Europe is Dreams, and they were all handled by me. So he knows what I can do to project this boy. So I thank them, and then my family and those friends. Again, I have to thank my chairman, Randy. Randy is a nice person. He makes me feel at ease in working with him. No tense, nothing. Even at a point when we were beaten by Gambia, there was no tense. He just created us. We critically talk about our own selves to see the next line of action, how we qualify. There was no tense, nothing in camp. We joke, we make us laugh. So, in fact, I've been in national team, but I'm here to meet somebody like Randy. And then the executives too who followed, the ESCO members who followed were all, even when things were not going good, they would tell me, don't worry, it will be okay. All of them, and then my technical team to help me a lot in taking decisions sometimes. So I collectively say, may God bless everybody.
You are still live on GFA News. We are pausing for a break. When we return, we bring you more. Christine Ziga and Thomas Nuno. The physical instructors are Dr. Anthony Tete Opai, Augustina Fuga, and Vivian Ago. The refresher course is under the supervision of GFA referees manager Alex Kote. We're still expecting a very, very competitive second round of the Ghana Premier League season. As part of efforts to improve the campaign, a special refresher course was organized for the 18 head coaches here in Accra, and they underwent a one-day mid-season technical review and coach engagement program at the head office. The event that took place here in Accra had all the Premier League coaches in attendance. Technical Director Bernard Lepet led the discussion. German trainer Erich Rutmola, who is in Ghana for a one-week technical advancement program for national team coaches, also spoke on modern trends of football. Director of Coaching Education, Professor Joseph Kwame Minta, touched on various issues, including media engagement, club licensing, conduct of coaches, and team preparation. Other speakers were Club Licensing Manager Ben Julius Emuna and Deputy General Secretary of the GFA, Alex Asante. Executive Council member Dr. Randy Abe opened the course on Thursday, March 11. You're welcome back. Now, here are your nominees for the Player of the Month for February. Men category. They are Michael Yeboah of Accra Great Olympics. Michael Yeboah scored 2 goals in February and won the MVP awards 3 times. The next player is Hans Kofi, Legon Cities. Hans Kofi started the month of February at Ashanti Gold and ended up at Legon Cities. He scored 4 goals in February and won the MVP award twice. The third player is Dreams FC's Joseph Esso. Esso won the MVP awards twice and scored 6 goals in the month of February. Now to the coach of the month. They are Samuel Boadu. Samuel Boadu began the month as head coach of Meteors Sporting Club before switching camp to Accra Hearts of Oak. In the month of February, he won 4 games and lost 1. 4 of those wins came at the Afcon Park in Takwa, and he also recorded 1 away win. He did not have any draw in the month of February. The next coach is Vladislav Viric, head coach of Dreams FC. He gets nomination for the second time running. He won 3 games at home and had 1 away win, no draw, and 1 defeat in the month of February. The third coach is Abu Abdul Hanan of Brecum, Chelsea. He had 3 home wins, no away win, 1 draw, and 1 defeat. So those are your nominees for the coach of the month for February. Samuel Boadu, Hearts of Oak, Den Midiema, Vladislav Viric, Dreams FC, and Abdul Hanan, Brecum, Chelsea. Let's do some national team news now. And the 1-week refresher course for national team coaches will end on Monday, March 15, 2021. The course is under the supervision of GFA Technical Director Bernard Leper with support from Director of Coaching Education, Professor Joseph Kwame Minta, and the GFA Technical Directorate. Erich Ruthmuller, a former German international football coach and coaches instructor, is the facilitator of the course. The 76-year-old former coach of FC Cologne and Hansa Rostock is also a former assistant coach of the German national team. He worked as an assistant coach from 1994 to 2004 and served as interim coach from 1996 to 1997. All 6 male national team coaches of Ghana and their assistants are taking part in the course. They include Samuel Boadu, under 15, Ben Foucault, under 17, Abdul Karim Zito, under 20, Samuel Kwesi Fabian, under 23, Ibrahim Tanko, Black Stars B, and Charles Kwablan Akono, Black Stars, and their assistant coaches are all taking part in the course. On Monday, the course will come to an end, and we will bring you more in our subsequent bulletins. Still on national team, we shift focus to the Black Stars, and midfielder Mubarak Wakaso says he is optimistic about Ghana's chances in the 2 remaining Afcon qualifiers against South Africa and Sao Tome and Principe. Ghana will take on the Bafana on March 25 in Johannesburg and Sao Tome 3 days later here in Ghana. Head coach C.K. Akono has been preparing with home-based players in Accra. We caught up with Mubarak Wakaso and Emmanuel Boateng for them to share their experience with us. GFA News has been speaking to the 2 players. First is Mubarak Wakaso, who has been talking about team bonding and also the spirit in camp.
Everything is going on well. The guys are well prepared and they are ready to give out their best. I think what I'm seeing here is massive. They are doing great and everything is okay. You know, they were here before I came, and the first time I came here was totally different. What I thought I could see in them, it was totally different, which is well motivated to me too, as a professional player training with the local players. Of course, they are also playing in Ghana Premier League and they are playing good in their teams. That is the reason why they were selected. So I don't think there will be a problem. They just need to build themselves with a lot of confidence without any fear. And what I'm seeing there is I haven't seen any fear in any player here. They are all well motivated, and as you can see, we can also help them with our experience. Without them, we are nothing. So we need their prayers and their support we thank them.
I think we've been training almost 2 weeks now, and I think each and every one is really ready. As in camp, we train very well as a team, and I think everyone is ready, and the morale is already up. So we are always ready to play for our homeland. They have the qualities to play for the nation. So I think we are always ready. We need a helping hand. We just need to help each other so that we play. All I can tell Ghana is that they need to support us with their prayers and everything, and we also hope to deliver what they also want. So.
That will be it for today's edition of GFA News Live across our platforms on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and also on YouTube. Just before we go, a look back at our headlines. Black Stars midfielder Mubarak Wakaso says training has been very positive as Ghana prepares to take on South Africa and Sao Tome and Principe in the final round of Afcon qualifiers. We brought you an exclusive interview with striker Emmanuel Boateng, who is also training with the local component of the team. Black Satelites head coach Karim Zito is calling for respect, says there are some talent in the Black Satellite squad who deserve a place in the national team. We also brought you nominees for the coach and player of the month for February and other exciting stories. My name is Henry Asandichum. On behalf of the team here at the Communications Department of the GFA, we say thanks for being a part of today's show. Hopefully next week, same time, we will bring you more. Enjoy the rest of your evening.